So this is the third time that I'm recording this video because for some reason my damn microphone decided not to work using the other thingy. Fuck you, microphone. Hello and welcome once again to another exciting episode of My Left Elbow, which I actually came up. This was originally the video that I was going to do for Easter, but I figured talking about fuck for Easter would be bad for people. Today's topic will be something very, very simple, very brief. This is actually going to be brief. I want to talk to you about a phenomenon known as code switching. Code switching, in the common parlance, refers to the ability to switch your language, both usage, verbiage, tone, intonation, what have you, to fit the company that you're speaking to. For example, if you are speaking to, say, someone in a position of authority, you will use a more formal language. Talking to friends or random people on the internet who you may or may not know personally, you will use a more informal language and also more vulgarity. And the code switching is something that everyone employs every day, subconsciously. It's not something that you're taught. It's just it's a manifestation of your social status, perceived or believed in yourself. And by contrast, lower context languages tend to what you use with your friends and family and just your peers, basically. It is in actuality a more complex form of communication than your higher language words. Now, your vocabulary for high context conversation is actually gloriously, beautifully varied. Each word has a specific, not only a specific meaning, but a specific context in which you use it in. Whereas, like, I use words that I don't even frickin' know what they mean, like, all the time, but I know where they go in the sentence, and I know what they're supposed to sound like. So I don't know. You don't actually need to know the meaning of them. The meaning is conveyed by the word itself. So just to give a brief example of not only the difference between high context speech and low context speech, and the ability for the human mind to both comprehend the precision of high context and the just impressionistic primal, I can only say passion, of low context speech. I will give you just one simple sentence, an example. Fuck. Man, that fucked me. 3 words. But the inflection and just probably facial expression, I wasn't really looking at myself, I don't think, conveys the meaning of that. To say the same thing in a high context fashion, it requires like maybe 2 or 3 times as many words, if you're lucky. I'm just going to give you an example of what that means in high context speech, less vulgar, more socially acceptable. My word. I'm aghast. That gentleman of questionable morality has completely discombobulated my plans for our activities. That made absolutely no fucking sense whatsoever, but it sounded pretty. So yeah, that is code switching. This has taught you absolutely nothing. If you want to know more, go to the library. It's that place with the building with all the books that you don't have to pay for unless you don't bring them back. That's the way that works. You can also look it up online. If I wasn't so frustrated at filming this thing, I would probably put links where you could go and look for more information on this. But be industrious. Google is your friend. Google is your friend. Google is your friend. So go on Google and just look up code switching or high context versus low context language, and yada yada, etc., etc., etc. You know how it goes. If you like this video, click like. If you don't like it, I guess you could click unlike. That would be mean. It would make me cry. Although I bet you that I just made like 5 people want to click unlike just to see if I'll make a video with me crying. You know what? I might. It's just because I think that would be fucking funny. Subscribe below. I think it's this, that away, that, wherever it is on this frickin' thing. Subscribe. Come back Sunday for hopefully a video with more structure and a far less frustration on my part trying to film it. So yeah, that's it. Have a great night. I'm going to switch angles, so when I edit this, it does not look like it was one continuous take, even though it is, because that's the way I do. I don't know why. I like to shoot things in one continuous take. But I am literally rambling here. The last take was perfect, by the way. Perfect. Said everything that I needed to say. Got it all out. I was actually charming. I like wanted to make sweet, sweet love to myself. I was so good. I was like, man, damn, oh, George, you so sweet. Anyway, I guess that's what, you know, my education is for. To make myself sound pretty. Instead of just looking pretty. Well, you know I look fine. Look fine as fuck. Why did you guys click and like? Why don't you like me?